Welcome to Lesson 3 of Algebra 1/2. You should be watching this on Wednesday of your first week. Okay, we are going to be talking about subtraction today. So hopefully this is all review to you. There might be something that's a little new, but here we go. When you are subtracting, remember that you are taking away one number from a larger number, and your answer is known as the difference. Sometimes when you're subtracting, you have to do a little bit of what some people call regrouping. I will refer to as borrowing. So for example, in 86 minus 22, I can't subtract 6 from 2. I have to borrow from the 8. I borrow 1 from the 8, leaving me with 7 over here, bringing that 1 over here. So now I have 12. 12 minus 6 is 6, and 7 minus 2 is 5. And my answer is 56. All right, over here, 432 minus 257. Again, I can't subtract 7 from 2, so I borrow from that 3, leaving me with 2, bringing my 1 over here. 12 minus 7 is 5. Now I have to borrow again because I can't subtract 5 from 2, so borrow from my 4, leaving me with 3. This becomes 12. 12 minus 5 is 7, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Now when you're adding and subtracting, we call these inverse operations. These are inverse operations, addition and subtraction, because they undo each other. Let me show you what I mean. With addition, we have this pattern. You add two numbers together, and the number on the bottom is your largest number. Over here, your largest number, this is subtraction, your largest number goes on top. And then whichever one of these smaller numbers that you subtract, the other number will be your difference. And then if you flip and put this number here, you're subtracting this number, then the other number becomes your difference. It just completely flips. I can use this information to solve for patterns. So let's look down here. This one says 472 plus AKY equals 628. I want to know what my missing number is. Well, I know that addition and subtraction are inverse operations. So I can undo this addition using subtraction. I know that if I put this largest number here on the top and I subtract this number, that my answer is going to be this number here that's missing. So I put 628 on top. I subtract 472. And I come up with 8 minus 6 is 2, and you have to borrow. 12 minus 7 is 5, 5 minus 4 is 1. And I have 156 as my answer. And of course, you can check by adding 156 to 472. Let's try this one. Here I have MNP plus 257 equals 493. Same thing, I'm going to use my inverse operation. I know that if I put my largest number on top and subtract one of my addends, my answer is going to be my difference. Or my difference is going to be my other addend. So I put my largest number, 493, on top. I subtract 257. Okay, I have to borrow. 13 minus 7 is 6. 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. So 236 plus 257 equals 493. All right, let's look at this one. 526 minus XYZ equals 329. Now be careful. This one we can't simply use addition for. This one I have to remember my pattern. When my largest number is on top and I subtract a number, I get the difference. I can switch these two numbers. I can switch the number that I'm subtracting with my difference, and it'll come out the correct answer. So that means I can switch. I have 526 on top siempre. I'm going to switch and put 329 here. Oops. And when I subtract, I will get this answer. So I need to borrow. 16 minus 9 is 7. I need to borrow again. 11 minus 2 is 9. 4 minus 3 is 1. And so my answer is 197. So be careful how you're doing these problems. Make sure that you're paying very careful attention to it. All right, let's try one more example. XMP minus 423 is 287. Okay, for this one, I know that my largest number, according to my pattern over here, my largest number is what's on top. In addition, my largest number is on the bottom. So that means if I add these two, I'm going to get my number that is missing. So 423 plus 287. Add them together. And I get 710. Sorry, it's a little sloppy because I'm kind of writing upside down. Okay, you should have your book open to lesson 3. So open up to page 11 if you're not there and do your practice. Pause your video to complete your practice. Okay, you should come back with your answers in front of you. Practice A should be 349. You should have subtracted 912 minus 563 to give you 349. Letter B, your answer for MXP should be 740. All you had to do was add 364 to 376. For letter C, they gave you one of the numbers 9, but that really shouldn't trip you up. You still follow the same process. 522, subtract 123, and you get 399. And letter D, same thing. They put a number in there for you, but you still need to follow the same process. Your largest number is on top. You switch the numbers that you subtract. And so you do 741 minus 372. That gives you 369. So that's your practice. Let me know if you have any questions about this concept. Go ahead and finish lesson 3. Bye.